Hey everyone! Welcome to the second episode of Two Fangirls Review. I'm your host, Rarity Fangirl 31VA, and I of course joined by Miss Luna!
Hi!
And today, as requested by you guys, we are going to be giving our first impressions of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains! Now, as a general disclosure, no, this is not going to be a regular segment, as when I announce this on Twitter. This is going to be just maybe we'll talk about VRains when, like, something interesting comes up, maybe when a new opening and ending, because that usually signals, like, a new season or something. Or if something completely insane happens, we just have to tell the internet how we feel about it. Like, like if something crazy, like if a character dies or something. Which,
yeah.
Maybe people have already died in VRains, we don't know yet, but, you know... And also, we are mainly going to be talking about things from episodes 1 through 5, but plot details from the episode 6 summary and the episode 7 summary will be, like, in our knowledge, so we won't really talk about it, but they will be, like, us able to, like, interpret what's going to happen and stuff, like, stuff. So if you haven't seen VRains, go watch it first, please. I don't know why you're watching this video, I haven't seen VRains yet. I'm pretty sure you already have. It's on Crunchyroll. We're not sponsored by Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll is where you get the HD sub. Support the official release. We all want to support the official release, you know. Tell
Absolutely.
Konami we like the Japanese version and not what they do with 4K. The 4K dub is good in its own way, but we'll see about that. But anyway, we'll start this off with Luna. What is your first impression of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains? What are you thinking about it so far?
Oh gosh. Okay, well, when VRains was first announced, you know, it blew up on Twitter, and at the time I was a little sad because, you know, I love Arc 5, so I was like, oh no, Arc 5 is ending. Oh, okay.
Same.
And then, all the details about VRains started coming out, and I was like, okay, I'm getting keen. I'm hyped for this. And then, you know, the first episode just blew my mind. It's like, okay, I am on board. I am trash for this already. It's great.
I was very similar. The first thing that really hit me with VRains was Yusaku's character design, because I love the color scheme. Like, green eyes, like, blue hair with pink and purple. Those are, like, my favorite colors. So, like, Yusaku just automatically hit my aesthetic. From the second he was revealed, I was like, oh my god, he's so pretty!
I remember thinking at the time, when I saw his hair, I was like, oh, good luck, animators. That's gonna be a pain. But, you know, they're doing actually really well with it.
Yeah, it's a lot more structured than something like Yuya's hair, which was very flowy. I guess it's, like, the same kind of thing we were talking about. Like, it's, like, maybe, like, Reichi hair. It's, like, that kind of structure. So it wasn't that bad. But my first impression was, oh, this looks interesting. The speed duel concept when it was first revealed, I'm like, card bands on hoverboards, it's okay. It looks kind of cool. And when the first episode hit, I was just like, a completely plot episode for the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh? What is this? Which, VRains so far, with what we know so far, of the first 7 episodes, maybe first 8 episodes, it seems like we have almost around half-ish are going to be plot episodes, 3 of them, which in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very rare. Like, the first, like, I don't think there was a non-duel episode in, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D to, like, episode, like, what, 6? Like, no, 7? When he got in prison or something? Well, there was still a duel in that episode, too. Like, there was so many duel episodes in, like, all the other Yu-Gi-Ohs. Which, like we said, dueling's not bad, but we're in it for the story, and VRains is taking its time to focus on the story, which is what I'm really excited about. And I'm just really happy how it's going. I'm excited to see what other unique things it's doing, because I feel like it's playing with our expectations and such, and that kind of leads into what we like about it. So, what I like about VRains so far is its focus on story. Like, I mean, I've already said that already, but I love its focus on story. Its story is really complex. I'm liking each character's little story, like what we learned about Go, what we're gonna learn about Aoi. It's just, I feel like the character balance is a lot better, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, at least in the first half of it, where it was like each character got their own little arc and got focus. And that's what I wanted for VRains. I didn't want it to be like Arc 5, and I love Arc 5, but there's obviously a shift in which characters got focus and which characters didn't get focus, like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It had the same problem as Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where Yuya got most of the development, and then everybody else, especially the Bracelet Girls, which me and Luna could probably rant about their treatment for, like, hours, but especially because we do things, we write them, because she's a writer, I'm also a writer, so we do that, so we're probably biased, but, you know. And I'm also liking just the unique twists. Like, everyone thought Yusaku was just gonna be like a Yusei, and while he's very similar, Yusaku is savage. Like, he is straight up savage.
A sassy boy.
He is a sassy, freaking, spiky-haired anime character, but that's what makes him so refreshing. He's a jerky, well, okay, he's kind of a jerk to other people, but we kind of understand why, because of, you know, stolen past and stuff. Like, it's so refreshing, because, like, there's, like, situations in the VRains so far I've been not rooting for Yusaku. Like, during the Go duel, I was rooting for Go because I just wanted him to be happy with the children. Like, I understand, like, he's kind of selfish for, like, you know, like, wanting the kids' attention, but it was so cute. Like, this guy devoted his life to freaking, you know, he duels to get with the kids. He volunteers there. He does everything for those darn kids to give back to the place he grew up in. That is so nice. And and it seems like they're gonna be doing that with like some like, I think someone brought this up in one of their VRains videos. I don't remember who it was, but it was like talking about how VRains is gonna be delving into a lot of real life issues, like Blue Angel, about like, you know, some celebrities hide behind their persona, and I was gonna Go is kind of the example of like the celebrity who kind of more gives back and like where they came from and all that stuff. And then of course I'm just really liking that so far, and I'm really excited to see what else they're gonna throw at us with the AIs. I love Ignis. I love Kusanagi. I'm gonna rant about Kusanagi. I'm gonna read about Kusanagi later because we have a favorite character section. Spoiler alert. But you know, so Luna, what are you liking about VRains so far?
I love the direction. You know, I wasn't expecting this when the first episode hit and it was just plot. I was like, whoa, okay, this is interesting. And then, you know, the duel happened and that was cool. Blue Angel saving Playmaker was awesome. I'm biased because that is spoilers for who my favorite character is. But
I mean, I love her too, so don't we told everyone loves Blue Angel. I don't think there's a single character in VRains I don't like. I mean, there's like some that are annoying, but like the frog and the pigeon, but like they're charming in their own way. They're just like, I don't think there's a character I hate yet, which is good.
Yeah, I remember I didn't like Go to start off with just because I didn't know his backstory at the time. So when he was complaining about, you know, oh, I'm the champion, Playmaker has all this attention, that's not fair, I'm like, please don't get mad at Playmaker for something he actually is trying to avoid. He never wanted that.
Exactly.
And then we got Go's backstory, and I was like, oh no, you poor child, okay. I don't
we
hate
like you now.
I like you, okay.
It seems like they're doing something that Yoshida, I feel like, is very good at from his track record of writing Zexal in the Arc 5 manga. Of course, I'm the expert on the manga. He's making every single character seem very sympathetic. Like, even Revolver, who is our villain, he has a sick father, and he seems to be doing this for his father. Now, there's a bunch of theories who Revolver is. My theory, he's Kusanagi's brother, like everyone else. I mean, it's obvious, but there's evidence, and it'd be kind of cool. But then again, it's kind of funny, because Kusanagi is, like, left in a hot dog truck. Like, Yusaku and Kusanagi's house is so run down, and Revolver's, like, in this, like, top house, if, like, that's the case. So it's just, like... So I guess he has daddy issues, but then again, daddy issues is nothing new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, have you seen Gozaburo Kaiba? Have you seen Akabaleo? Daddy issues are pretty common in Yu-Gi-Oh! All things considered.
Yeah.
So, after we got at what we don't like. What I don't like about VRains is the dueling. And it's not like the duels themselves are bad, it's just they're very slow paced. And maybe it's just because I'm used to Arc 5 where the duels were so fast. Like, in VRains is, like, taking its time. And I know it's speed duel format, and they're supposed to be fast, so, like, making it slow. Like, Yusaku's last turn in the duel against Go was just, Link Shoken, Link Shoken, Link Shoken. Calm down, boy.
When I was watching it live, I started laughing because it was, I think he did it 4 or 5 times.
4.
Was it 4? Yeah. And so by the 3rd time, I was like, well, if he stops there, that's fine, because we all know he loves the number 3.
And, like, they didn't, like,
and then he did it 4
animation.
times. I'm like... Are you kidding me? Okay, you need to calm down. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to do so many in one turn.
Yeah, it's like he only Link summoned once in the first duel, and in the second duel he dueled 4 times, so maybe in the Blue Angel he'll Link summon 8 times, even though it's not possible. But you never know. I mean, that'll be cool to see him try to, like, keep one up guys, but also the animation's kind of been inconsistent in some places. Like, episode 1 and episode 2 were very nicely animated because I believe those were animated by Nobuo Bo and Yuya. I don't remember their first or last name. I don't know what's first or last, but they were 2 of my favorite animators from Arc 5. And unfortunately, the best R5 animator, arguably, and Ebina only did the opening. Or did most of the opening, so that's really sad. And they left Studio Gallup, which is really sad, so... But VRains Animations is fine, like, it's just... They've been reusing a lot of things, but, you know, with animes that have transformation sequence, in Arc 5, every Yu-Gi-Oh! Repeats animation, but I feel like in VRains, maybe especially the last episode, it's been kind of repetitive.
Yeah, I think it was kind of easy to notice it, just because with so many link summonings that, you know, Yusaku ended up doing, it was really easy to notice, except I think there were some subtle changes just in the background, and I don't know what that means, if that, like, just depends on the monster. Because I know some had an orange background and purple.
I think it changes on the link number, because that's what people were saying. It changes on the link number, because Go's was yellow, and that's the same link number as Decode Talker, which was yellow when it was something. So I think it depends on what link number it is.
No, true.
Yeah, I think that's the nice touch. And another thing, like the only other complaint that I've had about VRains is just it's been kind of confusing at like certain points, like in episode 3, like after the duel, Ignis like eats the Knight of Hinoe, which I think is a program. Which I think that's a program because there was like multiple Knights of Hinoe with Spectre in the opening, so I feel like they're all like those Knights of Hinoes are computer programs, like in really advanced AI. I think that's what those are, but it's kind of unclear about some things. It's been very, very unclear. So what are you not liking, Luna? Do you have any complaints, or are you just...
I think at the moment, like, it's not even a VRains thing. It's just, I'm the same. I'm not a huge dueling kind of person. For me, Arc 5 was one of the easiest shows for me to watch the duels because it was, you know, Yuya's goal to make it entertaining. And that's what caught my attention, you know, all, like, the fireworks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I would love entertainment duels in real life. I'd watch those. But, in VRains... You know, they don't have that as much. I mean, Go has some entertainment dueling in it because he's a charisma duelist, but you don't
Blue
see
Angel probably
too
does
much. Yeah. I'm really excited to see Blue Angel's dueling.
She's gonna kick his butt because tricksters are savage. If you've played against tricksters, they are pretty darn savage.
Yeah. So I think it's only just the dueling aspect, and that's not even VRains' fault. That's just me. But I'm looking forward to it. So I'm just hoping that, you know, the duels go well, and I'm curious to see what kind of entertainment duels are in store.
Which I really same. Next is our favorite character. My favorite character is Sochi Kusanagi. Now, I don't know why. The second I saw him, when all those voice actors got revealed, I just loved him. He looked like Professor Sycamore to me, who was like younger, but I didn't care. And then when he became a hot dog guy, I just like my love for him skyrocketed. I don't know why. I commend people in like the food service because like it's such a hard industry, and like this guy is like solely supporting Yusaku, like financially, because Yusaku's obviously goes to school. So, like, and he's, like, his adult guardian, and, like, I want to know how these two know each other, maybe, like, an orphanage thing, because, like, you know, Saku was in that fire or whatever. I want to know what that backstory is, but he's just such a supportive guy. He's, like, this chill dude who's like, oh, let's name the II, let's do something fun, Yusaku, not be such an antisocial guy. He's just so nice, and I'm usually not into characters who have facial hair for some reason, but Kusanagi's facial hair doesn't bother. I mean, it's only a little beard, it doesn't bother me. So I just love him. Okay, Kusanagi, just top tier. His voice actor is great. I love his voice. His voice is perfect. It's like,
yeah. And
I just love his little humor. Like in the first episode, he's like, oh yeah, we get really busy on Friday nights. Let's go work Yusaku. And then he's like, nope, we have hacking business to do. He's like, okay. And he's also really smart, and like he's caring, and I really want to see him interact with more characters, and I'm really interested if he's ever going to go into Link VRains. I doubt it, it may be told later, but I would love to see his VR form, just like Weedy Man or like Hot Dog Man, because the meme's been going around since like he got revealed. So, and we know what your favorite character is. I mean, it's kind of obvious from your.
Yes, I love Aoi and Blue Angel so much. I was very passionate about her to start off with, like when I got the design, because there's a lot of people that I noticed at the time that really hated her design because she looked too plain for a Yu-Gi-Oh verse. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is different. I'll go with this. And then her VR form got revealed, and I was like, oh no, I really love her. She's so pretty.
I
like
love her too.
Idol. And her story is so, she needs a lot of hugs.
She does. I feel, and that is gonna really lead into the next topic, my biggest hope. My biggest hope for VRains is that Aoi becomes the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Female lead. And from what her story is seeming to be like in this director who has experience writing strong female characters, or just being in animes with strong female characters, not Yoshida, but like the head director, because Yoshida is more like the what I don't know, I think it's like one of, not a screenwriter, I don't know what it's called, like head writer or whatever, but the director is obviously supervising. I hope that Aoi, because she has a perfect mix going on of the two main types of Yu-Gi-Oh! Females, the quiet, more reserved, strong Yu-Gi-Oh! Female, like someone like Aki, who had a lot of problems, and then Blue Angel, who is more like the Yuzu, and the Katori, the more outgoing, you know, girly girl, and it's a perfect mix. And because there's two forms and you can play with the duality, and her relationship with Akira is something we haven't really seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Before in terms of a sibling dynamic. I guess you could argue it's similar to Sho and Ryo Marufuji from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but not really, because like
it has some similarities, but
not. It's
not a lot.
I mean, Sho wanted to get his recognition, but obviously Akira, from what it seems like, is focusing just on making sure Aoi and like they have a future, because Aoi has a very nice house. Like, she has 6 pillows in her bed and like a fancy lamp, so they're living the high life. I mean, plus he wears a suit every day to work, and he's working at like the top. He's like a top of his division, so, and working with those chess pieces. So that's gonna be very interesting. That's my biggest hope, that she becomes a really good character and just doesn't get a downfall like all the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Females in the 3rd season. Most of them fall, or the 2nd season, you know, after the Dark Sign or Dark in Aki's case, going down their characters. What's your biggest hope, Luna? Do you share my ideas about Blue Angel, or you just want something else for your biggest hope for the show?
Oh, I definitely agree with that, you know, because I love Blue Angel so much. But I want her to at least get, you know, some sort of answer from her brother, some sort of recognition, because that's what she's been wanting for a really long time. I'm also hoping that we get you know, Yusaku, Go, and Aoi, whether it's just, you know, in their real life forms or like in their VRains forms, most likely their VRains forms, but like to do some like cool trio action for the kick butt, you know, I mean their own little team.
Yeah, like Kusanagi brought up the part of recruiting people, and Yusaku was like, I don't want to get involved in that fight, but obviously the High Knights of Inoue are a threat to everyone in Link VRains, and those two are like the big heads of Link VRains, so I bet they're gonna help. Maybe Naoki, because I feel like Naoki is going to become a duelist, because like he just seems like the kind of character who's scared, but then like maybe Yusaku and Aoi or like somebody will be nice to him to like teach him how to duel and realize he has inner strength. Because, like, that's kind of similar to a character named Naoki, ironically enough, in Cardfight Vanguard, which a lot of people are comparing this show to Vanguard, which I get it, but at the same time, I don't get it. I can understand the Sword Art Online comparisons. That I completely understand. But the Vanguard, besides, like, the way Yusaku's uniform looks, and maybe the fact they're changing the ending, like, halfway through the normal, like, length, maybe, I don't know. But my biggest fear is also just the characters not getting enough shine or character development they need. Like, that's my biggest fear, to be honest. Like, Aoi, her downfall, I don't want that. I don't want Goes. I don't want anyone to, like, not get enough of development, and I really hope that's the case. And I also don't want new characters overshining old characters, because there's obviously, I think, some characters, obviously characters we haven't met yet, who are going to be really integral to the story. So I really just don't want them to overshadow, and I want, like, the final boss victory, like it kind of was in Arc 5, to have everyone's contributions. Now, I know technically you could just say that Ray beat Zark, but, like, everyone's monsters was contributing to the graveyard pile to make that happen, and plus Tsukikage saved Ray's life, and, you know, like, everyone kind of helped in their own way, so I kind of like that. And plus it wasn't Yuya beating the villain, because technically the villain was him, you know.
I like that twist. You know, it was so similar in GX with, you know, the Supreme King, so
yeah, exactly.
I like that twist.
So what's your biggest worry? Are you in the same boat as me, or are you just something totally different that you're scared that's gonna happen and might, like, potentially ruin the show's quality for you?
Gosh. Oh, man. I'm the same with, you know, I hope that the story, or, like, the characters don't, you know, overshadow some other characters. I hope that, you know, Aoi doesn't suffer the same, you know, female treatment that has happened in the past Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, you know.
Please,
like
no brainwashing. Please, no brainwashing.
Like with Rin and Ruri.
No, I refuse to acknowledge that exists. as an Apple shipping and Fallen Angel shipping fan, which, okay, Fallen Angel shipping, she didn't hurt Yuto. Well, kind of, yeah, she burned his leg. No, that was Serena. Serena burned his leg with the acid, with the Parasite Queen. But I don't care. I refuse to acknowledge it exists. Like, because when I write, I just refuse to acknowledge it exists, unless it's, like, for angst reasons, which is rare that I do that. It's just, ugh. It's just, no doctors. No creepy doctors. No bug people.
Oh, man.
Bug decks?
Yeah, like
no
when
bug
Hugo and
decks.
Rin reunited, and then
For,
the
like,
doctor
what?
just had that creepy smile. I was like, no, please don't ruin this.
It was like, they hugged for like 20 seconds. She was only like in herself for like a minute and 20 seconds. And then it's not even that. It was like a minute and 10 seconds. And it was just, ugh. And then it was just like, they waited so long to reveal them. And then they all got treated in tubes. Like, Rin got like no development. And that's why we writer take it upon ourselves to give our favorite characters character development. Because Rin is my favorite. Yeah, like Rin and Yugo are tied for my favorite Arc 5 characters. I'm pretty sure she's up there with Yugo and Rin and Yuya for you, because I know, and you know, we
Yuya
write,
and Rin
so,
are
like,
my favorites.
Yeah, and we also write them, so obviously. But yeah, and now we're gonna get into something a little more creative and talking about, because we do review the manga. Why not talk about what a possible VRains manga adaptation could be like? I think it'd be really awesome if the manga was completely set in VR. Just a completely VR adventure. Exploring the world. Obviously, it's gonna be a different story, obviously. But just, like, exploring the world, maybe, like, meeting some more AI, like, kind of creatures that live in there. Maybe not the Knights of Hanoi being villains, like, these new villains. Maybe it's, like, the monsters in the data storms are villains. Like, we interact with more monster spirits. That would be awesome.
Ooh.
And, like, Go and, like, Yusaku and Kusanagi and, Aoi are, like, this big team together. Or maybe you start recruiting people. Because it depends
like
who's writing it, to be honest. Yeah, like the Ghostbusters, yeah, which is funny, because I think the day we're recording this, I believe, is Ghostbusters Day, because I saw it trending on Twitter, so I think...
Oh, well, okay.
Because we're recording this Thursday night for me, and then Friday morning for her, because we're different time zones. So it's just like, yeah, so that would be awesome. I also hope in the VRains manga we get some really cool villains. I want another female villain, because you guys know how much I love Eve. Okay, I'm not hiding my Eve bias to anyone. I love her, okay? She is like everything. Like, she's all the
like when you meet
Arc 5
someone
manga
for the
villains are
first
amazing.
time. It's like, hi, I'm Meredith, and I love Eve.
Okay, I gush about her probably just as much as I gush about, like, every else thing in the manga, but I love her to death. and I write her, too, because no one else loves her but me. Okay, maybe one of my friends does, maybe my friend Crix does, but, you know, when she's gonna be, hey, Crix, I gave you a shout-out, hey. Hey, we're shouting out to you. But anyway, that is what I really would like in the VRains manga. Some cool characters. Maybe Revolver is not a villain. If he is Kusanagi's brother, he's kind of on Yusaku's side. Maybe they're, like, a tag team duo, because, like, you know, Yuri, you know, was working with Yui in the Arc 5 manga, and he was a villain, pretty much, for most of it, so that would be really cool. So what are you thinking, Luna? Do you have any ideas for what it could be like? What would you want in the manga, for one?
Gosh, I like the idea of, you know, them all as a team to, like, defeat some sort of villain. If the Knights of Hanoi are the main villain, I kind of want to see, like, some backstory to that, though. Like, if the, you know, the anime touches on that, or if the manga touches on it, like, in a different way, which would be kind of cool, or, like, shape it so that the Knights of Hanoi are, like, pulling, like, a paradox in some way where it seems evil, but they're trying to do it because they think that's the right thing, or something like that.
Because we don't know why they're trying to destroy the Cyberse. There's gotta be some reason. I mean, or they could do, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexo manga route, where the first, like, part of it is basically just a retelling of the anime story, and then it just gets different. Like, right after, I believe it was right after the Kaito duel, things got different. Because, like, we got Yagumo, and we got Erod, which is another female villain. Yoshida, keep up. Oh, yeah, about Emma. I can bring up Emma because I brought up that. Emma, I'm interested to see how she duels. I want her, she's probably gonna have a ninja deck, but I want her, like, animal ninjas. Or, like, well, she's probably gonna have girl ninjas, but, like, just, like, there's a Vanguard clan. I believe, like, the main villain of Vanguard right now uses, like, stealth dragons or, like, ninja dragons. Can I have, like, ninja animals? That would be cool. Because, I mean, or ninja bats, because she's basically just, like, Rouge the Bat.
I was gonna say, I like her character because she's very similar to Rouge the Bat, if, you know, you guys know Sonic.
And Yusaku's just Shadow the Hedgehog, pretty much.
Yeah!
he's just Shadow, and then what? Kusanagi is I don't know. Maybe he's Tails, and then Ignis just has to be Big the Cat. Just the annoying guy. Ignis is Big the Cat.
memes.
What are we doing to ourselves?
Oh man.
So, this is what happens with the memes, ladies and gentlemen. The Sonic memes. I think we made a Sonic comparison in the last video. I don't remember. We made a comparison to something. I think it was a Sonic comparison.
Yeah, it was that when Yugo sees Ren, he calls him a faker.
Faker. Oh yeah, we made the faker thing. Oh yeah. So that's our goal, to make a Sonic joke in every single Two Fangirls review video. Just make a Sonic joke. I mean, with Sonic Forces, like DeviantArt Forces, we can make some memes. Well, I mean, in VR, you could have a pigeon, so like, if you wanted to, your VR form could be like a Sonic character if you totally wanted to go that way. I mean, you could say that Frog and Pigeon are freaking Sonic characters. I mean, make them with Sonic Forces. I mean, I don't think you can make a frog or a bird in Sonic Forces, but, you know, that would be kind of cool. But enough about that. Is there anything else you want to say, Luna? Anything about VRains? Anything else?
I'm so looking forward to where it goes. I'm very excited because, you know, at the time that we're recording this, Blue Angel episode isn't until next week, and I am ready for that. I am ready for it. And
same. I want to see how Yusaku figures out that Aoi is Blue Angel, because that was in the preview. That's not a spoiler. But I'm like, Yusaku. People think it's because she didn't delete her logout data, and like Ignis can hack into because Ignis found all the information about Go. So like, but that's like things that are probably like out in public, like that information. Because like that's probably part of his PR. You know, when he's doing like, oh, I'm an orphan guy, love me. Like, but like,
I'm kind of curious because. Yeah, I watched the Crunchyroll subs before, and when I was watching it raw, I feel like there was a detail that was missing in there, because, he says, you know, Aoi, and then, the girl is Blue Angel, but at the end he says Shotai, which I believe is invitation. So, I don't know, the Crunchyroll subs, I believe, said, Aoi is Blue Angel.
He just said Aoi is Blue Angel, which,
but
by the way,
I wasn't sure if
Luna
was,
knows this because Luna takes Japanese and a bunch of other languages because she's just a language person. So we're gonna bring some culture into these videos about Japanese culture and stuff. But
starting next semester, I will be actually studying anime and mangas because that's part of the course. I'm excited for that. I've been waiting like 2 years for this course.
I know. Well, I hope you enjoy and hope we still make time for these videos, but that is going to wrap it up, folks. I thank you guys for watching. If you have anything else you want us to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Wise, remember, the next Two Fangirls review is not going to be till, like, July or August, because we're going to do 23 and 24 because of scheduling, because Luna's away in Europe, and when the next chapter comes out this month, I'm away. I'm away in Disneyland. Yeah, I'm going to Disneyland. I'm not hiding it. I'm announcing on Twitter, so like it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to Disneyland. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. So it's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to see what VRains holds. But it doesn't mean I'm ready to let go of Arc 5. I still don't let go. The manga is still my favorite thing. But VRains is getting there.
You can see on like my Twitter. Yeah, on my Twitter you can see that I have a Blue Angel icon, but my header is still Yuya. I'm like, I can't let it go. I refuse.
It's a pretty shot too. Like you just can't. It's really hard for me.
It's my aesthetic.
It is your aesthetic. It's a blue sky and a Yuya laying on the grass. It's
happy Yuya. It's from the fourth ending, I believe.
Speaking, everyone's favorite ending. My favorite ending is well, visually it's Dashing Pendulum, but favorite music-wise is Arc Smile. But that's enough about Arc 5. But maybe we'll do an Arc 5 video. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's like an Arc 5 anime recap or something. I mean, that'd be fun for that too. But just let us know what you guys want to talk about. Maybe, I know there's a lot of movies coming out soon. Like, I know, like, Wonder Woman's getting a lot of talk. I haven't seen Wonder Woman yet. I know, like, Despicable Me 3 is going to be a big topic out at the end of this month because it's a Despicable Me film. They're always everywhere. I mean, I'm just excited. There's two Grus. There's a Drew and a Gru. I mean, that's gonna be kind of cool. And of course, like other shows, which Luna needs to get into Steven Universe, so we can talk about that because I would love to rant about Steven Universe for like a while. If you need to.
I'd be down. I'd be down.
Steven Universe is great. Steven Universe is like the best like cartoon like on TV. And then Miraculous Ladybug season 2 is coming out soon. Oh,
yes,
Miraculous.
I love Miraculous Ladybug.
Oh, okay, we talk about that. We have something to talk about. But leave all your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and bye. And remember to believe in the magic. Remember to believe in the magic, and be with the wind. I know that's cheesy, but I'm cheesy. Sue me.
Bye!